What's up, guys? This is your boy, David Chen, Pandanomics, and I am excited to now announce that we've been voted by New York Weekly as the #1 podcast for 2020. It's been an amazing, astonishing event for us. And today I have two very, very special people here. First off, the twin brothers. The second thing is they're from our hometown of El Paso, Texas, which makes it even more exciting because we get to say things that we're doing from El Paso on a global level. And they're also my partners at NACL, the amazing Jones brothers, Aaron and Alvin Jones. What's up, guys? How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Doing good, and you?
Doing great, man. I kind of want to talk about how we met because I know I've told you guys this story. I've definitely told Alvin this, but I want to say it again and how amazing how the world works. So obviously you guys are at UTEP, heard about you guys, doing what you're trying to do. We have our mutual amazing friend, Ace of El Paso, the guy who takes care of everybody, his family, to all of us. And he mentions these two brothers that are phenomenal UTEP players. And I'm like, oh, cool, they're from El Paso. We kind of go back and forth and watching guys kind of grow. And then, of course, both going pro. And then one day I get a call from my mother. My mother's like, do you know these guys? And I'm like looking, and I'm like, oh, yeah. They're like, they're at King Crab and they're eating and they're just super nice. And everybody thought they were the nicest human beings in the world. And it was so cool. And when I heard that, it was so amazing because like the genuineness, even towards the staff, they were like super happy and super excited about like how humble you guys were and how nice you guys were. Fast forward a year later, we're running into each other a couple months ago at Downtown Spaces in El Paso. You guys did a photo shoot. And we start talking, what's the first thing we talk about? We talk about video games, right? And to everyone that doesn't know, that's one thing we're talking about, which is the video game side of it. And it was so phenomenal because we talked about FaZe Clan and some of the things. And now, Alvin, you're wearing a pretty cool Kappa FaZe Clan sweater. And we realized that our commonality outside of El Paso was, and good seafood, was gaming, right? So I want to talk about that a little bit. Tell me about how, gaming, has been part of your guys' life and your career and how you guys are doing that. While obviously still playing football.
Yeah, gaming. That's something I do in my off time. I enjoy doing it. It's a way I can relax. Play a lot of 2K, Madden, FIFA a little bit, Fortnite, Call of Duty, and it's also a way I can just communicate with my friends and people you haven't talked to in a while, and just get on the headset, join parties, and get in there and play. And it's a way for me to relax, but also still compete.
Yeah, I love it. What about you, Alvin?
I guess I started basically like when I got to Baltimore, and I had a lot of downtime. So I'm like, I need to do something. I'm just sitting in the hotel 9-10 hours at a time. So Aaron was the one who actually got me the PlayStation.
Nice.
And I just started playing, got real competitive. I hate losing. So, like, when I first started, everybody was beating me, and I'm like, damn, like, I gotta get better. So, just pushed me to get better, and I wanted to get good at the game. No one wants to suck at the game and get beat all the time. And it's still a competitive thing, but it's not real, so it's not like you can be relaxed with it. It's like a getaway from, like, real life.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's amazing. And me and you have played with each other and against each other, back here at home. And that's one amazing thing is nobody really knows how big global, gaming is and how it's touched some of the biggest people around the world and how, guys, whether it's Mark Cuban, who's in it, Alvin yourself, Aaron yourself, myself, it's all walks of life from all around the world. And that's been the amazing part of it and what we've had there, right? That's been really, really beneficial for us.
Yes, sir.
As we're working and bringing Aaron back on, let me ask you this, man. You grew up in El Paso, and I always say you grew up in El Paso. You grew up in El Paso. You came in El Paso, later on. Tell me the story about how El Paso, brought you in and how you played football and then how, you went pro and that process and how that felt and how you stayed humble when you did that.
I guess it's just like life works how it's always supposed to work out. Because, you have adversity all the time. Like in high school, there's times I was like, I'm not going to play football no more. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And it's crazy how it all turns out. I feel like it all comes back full circle. Because at the end of the day, all you can do is put your head down and work, and everything will work out for itself, and you'll have no regrets. So that, and then I stay humble, just like, because life humbles you real quick. Like, you could be up 1 minute and you can be the lowest in the world the next minute. So you never take nothing too high, never take nothing too low, and just roll with the punches and smile through it all.
I love that, you know, and that was the one thing that, like I mentioned, you both grabbed me, and you grabbed me with your humility. And then as we're hanging out with our group of friends, right? Because we actually hang out. So for people listening, we're actually really friends. It was weird because me and Alvin hang out like 2-3 times a week. And then when he left, I was like, dude, where you been? We haven't seen you guys well. And everyone's like, where's Alvin now? What we're trying to do. So everyone does miss you. But it was how nice you were, and how humble you were, and how hungry you stayed, right? And the one thing I really admire about you and your family, and the way that your parents raised you guys, was you, unlike a typical young person who now makes it pro and gets a check, you didn't go and blow it, right? It wasn't fancy. It wasn't trying to sit there and try to keeping up with the Joneses per se. It was really you still being very humble about that. You know, tell me a little bit about that upbringing, because for a lot of people from back home and all around the world, they think that once they get a certain status level, they just have to shell it out and look like they're on MTV Cribs. But you're very, very smart, and your family's very, very smart in the way they taught you guys. Tell me where you got that process from, and you know, at where you're at right now in your life.
Well, I would basically say my parents, and then my financial advisor, he wouldn't let me spend nothing. He gave me a budget, like, right off the jump. And it's crazy because you would make so much more money than people, and they spend so much more money than you.
Right.
And I guess, like, I had a car that works. I don't need to go buy a new car. Right. I don't need to live in the most expensive places when I can get a 2-bedroom townhouse apartment. I don't need to do like the extra things. Yes, you're going to have some like stuff you want to do because that's what you dreamed about doing. And you're like, I can finally do this. I wanted to do this. And sometimes it's not even all cracked up to what you thought it would be, but you got the chance to do that because you worked hard.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's amazing about the process, right? Is the chance that as you're doing this and you're going from it, you remain so humble. And, you know, a lot of young people, it's an ego play. We talk about ego all the time. Me and you talk about ego all the time. And people just like you for you. And I think that is the most amazing feeling, when they like you as a human being, as opposed to what you have and what you can offer, right? And
yes, sir.
And I think that's the amazing part. So you know, represent obviously the city in its best capacity and light, and it absolutely brings that in. And I think that's been super phenomenal, what you're trying to do and everything that's there. You know, the other thing I want to think about is, you know, as you were growing up and you were really, really trying to play this, what made you pursue football as opposed to other sports, and stick with that and became your real driver and your passion and your focus?
So, started off playing soccer. That was our first sport, but that's like most kids' first sport because it doesn't take much to play soccer. Then played basketball, went to play football, and as the years went on, we just kind of stuck to basketball and football. And then, like, you know, middle school, high school got on the track, but it was always football and basketball. And I guess at one point, getting a lot of more interest in football, and also 5'10", 5'11". So like, yeah, football, we're going to stick with football. Got an offer to UTEP, and you're like, and I guess what makes you keep pushing is like, you see all your work isn't for nothing. And you just keep pushing. Like, I made it this far, like, I can keep going. Even if you fail, you tried. Like, you gave it everything you had, and you can live with that. You can go to sleep every night and be like, I gave it everything I had, and I left nothing on the table.
I love that. You know, one conversation that we had that most people didn't know, you actually played college basketball and college football, right? And then you stuck to that path of football to go pro. And this is when we were shooting hoops the other day, which was about a month and a half ago. You know, at that pivotal point, when most people have to make a decision on what they want to do, you made a conscious effort that wasn't ego driven, right? Because most people are like, well, at that point in time, I'm playing both. I have to do both. You know, it'd be embarrassing going from there. You didn't. You're real humble. Tell us, at what point did you realize to yourself to take one priority to the other and pursue that one passion, which was football?
Well, so, I got a scholarship to play football, and basketball just so happenly, like your cards, like, just they all fall in a row, and like some stuff happened. They asked us to join the basketball team, and we played, and I was like, yeah, and it had nothing to do with like just basketball. Like, I just wasn't a fan of Coach Floyd. Wasn't a fan at all. Didn't care for the man not one bit. And I'm like, yeah, I rock with Coach Kugler. I'm staying playing football. Basketball's not even trying to go out there ever again.
I love that, man. I love the honesty. I think that's why, we have such a great friendship. And when you rocked with Coach Cougar and you knew that was the direction you wanted to head, what was his leadership quality that kind of impacted you and made you feel that it was so good?
I guess he always had faith in us. Like, even before, like, when he first got the job, which we were seniors in high school, he called us in his first week there. He sat in his office and he was like, y'all are going to play in the NFL one day. And this, we're in high school. We're like, yeah, all right, coach. We sitting in his office and he's like, y'all gonna be All-Americans, y'all gonna play in the NFL. He was like, I really got faith in y'all. He's like, I can see it. And that faith never wavered. Through ups, downs, trials and tribulations, never wavered.
The one thing that I talk about you, and I say this to a lot of people, and I'll say it to your face, I say it, behind your back in the nicest way I can say it, which was, you're always a learner. Like, you are literally the most nicest, humble cat, and you make people want to invest in you because of your personality and because of how cool you are and how real you are. And the one thing I love about my podcast is anyone that's a guest, they're actually friends of mine, right? They're people that mean something to me, that have value to me, that bring value to me as well, and I hope to give the same back. And I can see why Coach Cougar would have said that, man. And as your friend, I've never said that to you in your face, but I'm going to tell you that right now. You're absolutely worth the time and the investment because you're just a nice person, right? And you're a thoughtful person. What really, really makes me value you, and I want, all the listeners to hear this man comes to the house over and always asks if I can bring something. Not one time has this man come over to my place and said, yeah, I don't bring anything. And he makes the best strawberry daiquiris, hands down, I've ever had. The wife agrees, the homies agree, it's great. But this is a man who really will come in, and it was taught right, and it was fundamentally there. And so, I think a lot of young people, when they do and they start hitting that next level, especially guys that grew up in El Paso like ourselves, they tend to forget our hometown roots and what continuously did that. What was a point in your impact in your life that, like, you knew that was the way that you should consistently be no matter who you're with?
I don't think I necessarily had a point. It's just like, as you said, the upbringing. My parents, anybody, didn't matter. They could know them for 10 minutes, know them for years. If they thought you were a good person, they'll give you the shirt off their back. And I feel like that's always stuck with me. Like, life isn't about how you feel. It's about how you make other people feel.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And that's what's so interesting about you, is because you do make people feel like you're a super amazing human being, and that everyone is on the same level. Right now, as COVID is happening and you are waiting to get back into the league and going from there, what are some of the new processes and the nuances that you have seen that, excites you about what's going on and coming into your third season?
Really just to get back out there and play football. I've been doing a lot of stuff off the field right now since I'm not playing, but really, I just want to get back out there and hit somebody. I don't really care about none of these protocols, none of that.
I love it.
Just trying to go out there and hit somebody.
I love it. And what I like about that is when you're actually playing and you're going out there and you're ready to rock and roll, the one thing I've always noticed is that you're up at 8 a.m. and you're working out, every day except for Wednesday, right? And you're working.
I'm 5 days a week now.
5 days a week. I love it. But you're so active on your social media, right? And you're always tagging and doing those amazing things. to get people to know what you're doing, because a lot of times, especially with the current situation that we're in, people just want to deal with nice people, right? People that are that represent the brand and the brand very, very well. Talk about your workout process and the discipline that goes into it as you're, getting ready to get into your third season.
Really just, I feel like as you go on, you learn your body more and what you need to do to get in shape, and knowing that sometimes you're not going to want to get up, but you have, like, some people aren't able to get up and work out. You have the opportunity, so you should be grateful every time you get to. It should be like, I get to do this, not like I have to do this. And, some mornings I wake up, I'm like, man, like, and then I'll be like, all right, let's get it. Because if you're not working, somebody else working.
That's right.
Trying to outwork you. So just and I feel like the more I've done it, the more I've like fell in love with like the process, like the grind. Like it feels great to wake up early in the morning to get what you need to do it mentally, physically, and just kill it.
Right. I love that. That's that discipline that you talk about, right? Consistently. And even when you don't want to do it, that someone else will, right? It's the outworking thing, right? And people trying to outwork you. And you can't allow people to ever outwork you, because that's just your own lack of discipline, right? And so I find that super amazing, commendable on your end, because you're always grinding. You go from there. When you talk about some of the things you see, like, you're a big educator, right? I've seen yourself read a lot. You look up stuff. You're always trying to Google things and find some things. What are some things that you're looking at right now that have drawn a lot of interest for you right now in your life?
Right now in my life, I don't know. I got started a podcast, brand ambassador for NACL, Esports. I really want to get into clothing.
Okay.
That's something I want to get into.
Well, you got the perfect friend to help you out with that if you need to, any single time there. And you definitely have swag and good style. I still love that Santana shirt. I don't think I've ever told you that too, but I really like that shirt that you rock. When you talk about clothing, what in clothing, do you feel really passionate about and that you like?
Well, I don't know. I just like how everyone has their own style, and like you can look completely different from someone and wear like the opposite of what they're wearing, and both of y'all still look good.
Yep. It's that statement piece, right? That's when it's going from there, and that you feel individualized, but you feel very different from everyone else. And to me, that's super great and amazing, and what you have. When you talk about gaming, you've been playing a lot, obviously, through NACL. You've been playing against some top-rated players, or like Pavon, one of our other partners, number 1, number 2 Madden player in the world. What have you kind of noticed differently between the styles that he's doing and when you play other guys in Madden or some of the other games that you're playing?
So I played Pavon, and the first time I was like, yo, he's toying with me, like, and he's literally telling me like the little nuances of the game.
Okay, I love
it. I'm like, damn, like I didn't think this. So the next time we played, I lost by like 5 or 4 or something, and I'm starting to get it. Like, it's just the little things that get the games there, and that's why I think that makes them so good. Like, no, he can't go out there and beat me in real football, but he learns his trade. He learns his skills for what he's great at, and he doesn't mind helping you.
Yep. That's what I like about the community, and that's what I like about everyone else. Like I said, you're investable, right? People want to invest in your time, because after talking to Pavon, he's like, man, he's so cool. He's so genuine. He's so nice. And going from there, a lot of people don't realize, but in esports, you're talking about millions of people watching you all at one single time, right? And so brand and product and things that you can do and getting your face outside of there, it's a little bit more difficult for someone who plays in the NFL and the NHL, because they always have a helmet on, right? So they don't get to see you and interact with you the way that someone might be able to see someone like in the NBA whose face is always out there because they don't have a helmet on, right? As you're doing that, you're growing the brand, what would you want people in the esports community and the gaming community to know about you?
Know about me? I'm not your like superstar gamer by any means, but if you hop on a game with me, it's gonna be a good time.
That's right.
Hop on the stream, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and that's what I liked about you, man. When we played Fortnite, you hadn't really played at Rocket League, and you're like, dude, I'm just gonna keep playing and go from there. And you're really great at Madden, you're really, really great at 2K, and those are two games that you really, really enjoy. I still gotta get you an Xbox. But other than that, everything is great and rocking, and I love that about what you're trying to do. Is there a point in your life that when you are done with football, where do you see yourself going and growing from that point on?
Well, hopefully when I'm done, I won't have. Well, of course I'm gonna work at things I want to do, but I won't have to have a real job.
You do a bunch of real jobs, man. I love it.
That I can sit back and literally have time to search for what I want to do. Like something that's a passion, that's just fun, where I'll still be able to travel. I'll still be able to be around my family a lot and just enjoy life.
That really is an amazing blessing. I think a lot of people don't realize that if you work young and you go from there, the older you get, the people that you spend time with your family is probably the most meaningful thing, right? Meeting all your family, your niece, your sister, and your parents, that you guys have a very tight-knit family like we do, right? And so as I get older now, being able to take my parents out on a trip or be able to spend time with them, as opposed to when I was younger, it's definitely so much more meaningful and loving, right? And that comes from good parents and good roots. So I commend you for that. I think that's super amazing. Talk about the Vino Ray Show that you have for your podcast.
Oh yeah, so me and my sister started a podcast, do it at Downtown Spaces.
Yeah.
I told David, I was like, yeah, I listen to a bunch of podcasts. And he was like, well, you should just come in and do one. We got a podcast room.
Say that.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna come in on Thursday. So I came in, like Wednesday, I told my sister, I'm like, hey, you want to be my co-host? And she's like, yeah. But it's crazy because she has said it before. She's like, we should start a podcast.
I love it. Tell me some of the things you guys are talking about, that in particular, some of the subjects you guys talk about.
We talk about any and everything, a lot of like pop culture stuff that's going on, like just that's relevant that week or what's big in the news. We talk about politics, but not your usual politics. We just talk shit about politics.
I love it.
Yeah, we just sit there and talk shit all day because me and my sister have very differing views in a bunch of things.
So it's I've listened to it. It's very, very entertaining because you do have these different viewpoints, but you do it in a very fun way that siblings would have, as we were growing up as kids, and you still have it now. And I think that's just so amazing. What is some of the highlights that you guys have had, and that with your podcast, outside of getting amazing food and drinks over there?
I think my favorite thing so far was getting my brother on the show. My mom just so happened to walk down the steps and was talking to me. She was on Instagram Live recording, and she hopped on the episode for a little. And so I think that's probably the best part so far.
I love that. Aaron, just so you know, we're talking about how you jumped in and you're one of his favorite guests for his podcast, the Vino Ray Show. How did you feel when you found out your brother and sister having a podcast?
I thought they should have done it a while ago. They're two pretty funny people. My brother is pretty knowledgeable about everything going on in current events and past stuff as well. So he makes for a good conversation, and so I'm glad when he started, I told him they should have done it. But I think it's hilarious. I think people should go out and watch it, and I'm glad they have me on the show.
Yeah, it is. It's really, really funny. And the things that they say, like I was telling them earlier, the banter between back and forth reminds me of my childhood and where it is now with my sister. And it's great to hear that. The other thing we talked a little bit about is your guys' humility, right? And so switching to you now, Aaron, my question is, coming from 915, going to UTEP, doing great in Green Bay. Thank you also 2 weeks ago for scoring 40 because me and Alvin are in the same league.
Hey, I got him on my team.
You got him. I was supposed to get him, and you got him first. You got him right before I was supposed to pick him. But I got Aaron on my other one, Aaron, as you're now, really killing out there in the NFL, you're still one of the most humblest guys, right? The Jones brothers, to me, whenever I talk about them, they're the most humblest cats I've ever met in my life. How do you stay so humble and still focused and still rep the 915 in your heart?
It's just kind of the way I was raised. My parents did a great job of raising me, and humility is everything. Being the same person when you have $0 in your pocket or $1 million in your pocket. Treat people with the same respect, care for people, and love everyone. That's something that they've always taught me, and continue to work. That's one thing that's continued to push me is I want to be great at whatever I do in life, and so not just on the football field, but whatever I do. Playing video games, I don't like losing. I just want to win at everything I do, and I think that winning mentality can get contagious. Can get contagious, is contagious. Sorry.
I love it. Who's a better Madden player, you or your brother?
Me.
Hold on.
I'm gonna put you both on to find this out, man. I gotta find this out for sure.
Hey, it was we played the other night. It was 2-2.
It was 2-2.
Yes.
It was 2-1.
No, you won the first game.
Oh yeah, it was
I won the next
2-2.
two.
It was 2-2, but the series on 3-2.
Oh, I like that. We're gonna put you guys on a series coming up. That's amazing. What about in 2K? Who's better?
2K.
We got different mob players.
We just play mob players.
We play with each other. We don't really play against each other.
The 5 group that you're talking about, the group of 5 with your cousins also?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I keep telling Alvin we got to get you guys an Xbox, but we also have a PlayStation now too, so we got to play with you guys as well. So you guys play different positions. That's awesome. What other game do you guys play with each other?
We played a lot of Fortnite together when it first came out. We'll still play a little bit, not too good at building. I know if I run into a builder, it's not in my cards. I would rather just get into a shootout.
Exactly.
But I like Fortnite. It's fun. I think that was a great game that they created.
It is. It's one of those games that people don't know about this. They make $380 million a month, and they don't charge for the
Anything.
game. I mean, it's all based on skins and their ability to kind of go in and deal with Marvel and bringing in, all sorts of real world people and combining these. Very intelligent what they did. And they just bought Rocket League. I don't know if you played it yet, Aaron. I know Alvin is slowly becoming a fan of Rocket League. Talk about
no. That game hard.
No, I played a little Rocket League. It's definitely hard.
Oh, we know. And I told him, I was like, you haven't played it? He goes, no. So he jumps on, he looks at me, and I'm like, I told you the game is harder than it looks.
Soccer with cars.
It is. The other thing, we're talking about, Aaron, when you are, going out there, how do you stay continuously focused, even though, you're far away from your family, all the way out in Green Bay? How do you continue to stay focused and working hard on the task at hand? What keeps you going at night?
The thing that keeps me going is just I'm very family oriented, and my family has invested so much into me, so much time, money, parents, ever since you're little. And so that's when I'm always just paying them back, going out there on the field and doing great, and doing what I do, and using the money that they've invested in things like that into my skill set, and letting it go out there and show, and just knowing that I want to make my city proud as well, where I'm from. I want to make them proud as well, and let the world know that there is talent in El Paso, and let the kids there know as well that just because you come from El Paso doesn't mean you can't achieve your goals. If you have a goal, set that goal, and don't stop until you reach it.
I love that. I think that's great that you guys do that. Alvin and Aaron, my other question for you guys is, growing up, best friends, twin brothers, my understanding is Alvin's a little bit older than you, the push and the bond to keep the sports. Talk about that, because that's something I always wish I had. I always wish I had a brother, right? I always wish I had someone that could have pushed me. I always tell my parents, I'm like, dude, if I had another brother, especially if he was a twin, we would have killed it, right? Tell me a little bit about that, and how that's helped motivate you guys, and how you guys are, still have that family bond with each other.
Oh, definitely. It's a bond like no other. I got him with me every step of the way, never had to worry about having friends or anything. I always have him right there next to me. I mean, and we always have friends, but never had to worry about that. And, you know, and then when it comes to the sports aspect, well, we were very competitive in everything. First one to the car, first one to finish their food, first one to finish their homework. Anything you could think of, we were competitive, and it led to the sports as well. And when we're on the field or on the court, we just had like a sense of communication where we didn't even have to talk, but we could just give each other a look and we would know. And it's still fun for me because, you know, I in the off season we get to train together and work together, so it's still like being a little kid.
I love it. Alvin, what about you? How do you feel about all that?
I feel like it just a blessing. Like, you always have somebody to push you no matter what. And like, it's not like you're competing with your brother, but that's somebody you want to see do better than yourself.
Oh man, that's awesome, dude.
So that's, yeah.
You're a good brother, man. I'm telling you right now, Aaron. Your brother, you already know this, but as a friend of both of you guys, your brother is just a super amazing dude. And I was telling him that you guys make people want to invest in because of your capability and how you guys are. That's just such an amazing thing. You know, the other thing I want to ask is, as you guys are continuously growing and being part of the NFL, for you, Aaron, what would be the next steps when you leave, you know, the NFL? What do you want to do and hope you can accomplish?
Definitely, I'm in the NFL. I want to continue to grow my brand, and hopefully that leads to many avenues of or openings of what I want to do when the time is done playing. But I'm not sure what I want to do right now. I'm not sure if it's getting to like the TV side of things or getting to the coaching side, or maybe even just train children. And I'm not sure yet, but I know it'll come to me. But definitely do want to continue to have a positive effect in my community.
I love that. That's an amazing thing. You guys recently have done some pretty great deals, right? You did a Call of Duty video. You came out and that was super dope. You have your Adidas. I've noticed you both have Oakleys. I asked Alvin what the size of that was because I have a bigger head than most people, so I had to make sure I can fit the. I'm like, and he's like, no, just tell me what it is. I don't want it for free, so I can just buy it because my head's so big.
They don't even sell them.
They don't even sell them. That's messed up.
They don't sell the touchdown shades.
Oh,
I don't even have a pair.
Oh, that's the exclusive. That's the exclusive. You know, as you're getting these deals, how do you pick and choose which companies you want to work with and that are more meaningful towards you?
You know, you have to sit out and just really talk to them and understand where they come from, their meaning, what they stand for as well. That's a huge thing, you know, in today's society, and just kind of see if they support the same things that you support. And most of the time it always lines up and it always works out. And, you know, kind of also looking at your brand, building your brand, what's good for your image and what's good for your brand. How can these things help you grow?
That's amazing. Alvin, you don't know this, but I'm going to share this in front of you now, live in front of our guys. You are slowly becoming one of our top-ranked faces in China for an ACL video games, man. We are.
Wow.
That's dope.
I got
looking at your ugly face.
No,
that's what you.
the most atmosphere teachers, I call them. And so I want to share that with you because through the process is taking us a couple months, but we have people now asking us, a couple government people saying, you know, are these guys able to come up? Can they game with us going from there? And that's what I mean by your personality has shown on the screen where Chinese companies are starting to ask, right? And we talk about China because, you know, you guys, we talk about Stephon Marbury, right? Yeah, he played ball, and now he's like the Michael Jordan of China. The guy's got a statue really in front of Beijing, right? The same team Jeremy Lin's on, that Wang Zhiji is coaching. And you're really kind of going on a global level. So, Alvin, I want to share that with you. You know, we talk about once you got the internet, which was this week, we're going to have you do these weekly NFL or Madden, you know, shows in Asia. But I want to congratulate you on that, man. Like, we're starting to get some calls in for you, and it's becoming really, really massive, my man. Oh, you're on mute, but I can see that you're speechless, so I like it.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, that's exciting.
It is.
Congrats.
It is.
I need to get Aaron on the stream so I can beat him down real quick.
We gotta let us know when. We'll set up. We'll tell the people in Asia, and they're going from there. And that's a super another amazing
Tomorrow?
tab too.
Hey, we can stream it tomorrow, he said.
Let's do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow because you're playing tomorrow.
No, he's
I'm on my bye week.
No. What I mean is you're playing tomorrow. Alvin's playing tomorrow. Wait, not tomorrow.
Tuesday. I'm playing Tuesday.
Today's Friday, right? Yeah, y'all tomorrow. Let me know what time. I'll set it up with Asia. We can settle this once and for all to see who's better, Aaron or Alvin.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you this. And you go grab that belt that's on the table, yeah?
Okay.
The one thing that I was gonna do for you guys is here's what I'm gonna do. When you guys play against each other, maybe you do like a best of 3 or best of 5 or how you guys want to do it. But the winner, and this was gonna be for other things, but the winner, what we'll do is we'll send you guys the championship belt.
Hey. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You can go ahead and put Showtime on it.
Hey,
Stop it.
I love it. Let me know what time we're gonna do that. We'll air it on, and for the people that might not have a chance to see it, that's on our NACL Twitch channel. One of the last things I want to talk about is we all made Forbes India, right? A day or two ago. A lot of Indian companies have started contacting us, and India, as you guys might know, is one of the biggest gaming hubs outside of China, right? A lot of opportunities there. Some of our partners are really, really big superstars there. How exciting was that for you guys to be on that Forbes article?
It's very exciting. It's Forbes. That's the thing of the richest people in the world and just biggest businesses and things like that. So it's just an honor to be blessed and have your name in there.
Yeah, that's amazing. What about you, Aaron? What did you think about that?
Just picking up on the same things Alvin said, and then it's internationally. It's not just in the United States. I think that's one of the things that's huge. Is big time is international, and I've never had my name. I've had my name in articles, but not internationally. So that's just put a huge smile on my face, and that's special.
Yeah, the other cool thing is, as that's happening, we'll have a couple more articles coming out. I think I mentioned that to you guys. I know the China side is and the Southeast Asia side is pretty active. But man, to have the most meaningful part of that thing was there's 3 kids from El Paso who are on a Forbes article who are friends and are partners, man. And so, for what we're trying to do for our city and give everyone hope, that's probably one of my more prouder moments. Of all the times I've been on Forbes, it was to be with guys who are from home, and that's very rare, and stars align when they have to align. But, I want to thank you guys for being part of that process too. And for people that know about NACL, it is a nonprofit collegiate league. Our next big event, and I'm sure it's with you too, as we're expanding into Latin America with 16 more countries, we're doing a 5,000 person tournament coming up this month, and the people that are playing for kids with cancer. So we're helping and impacting, and then we're giving these guys hope to go try pro, and that's what our company does. And for you guys to be part of that process and come from home, man. If I had King Crab with you guys right now, I'd give you guys some. We'd call it a day, and have, you know what I mean. But it is very, very meaningful and impactful, and I want to thank you guys for that as well. Before we leave our segment here, what is a piece of advice, and I'll go one person at a time, I'll go with you, Alvin, first, that you want to tell the people in the world about not giving up and continuing and making the impact that you have made and that you will continue to, Alvin?
I guess just have faith and just work as hard as you can, and then if it works out how it's supposed to work out, because I feel like in everything in life, it works out how it's supposed to work out, even if it's not how you wanted it to work out.
That's amazing.
So to have faith, and if it works out how you want it or not, and you gave your everything and no regrets, you'll be just fine.
I love that. What about you, Aaron? What piece of advice would you give our listeners that are listening to this right now?
I would say if you have dreams, chase them. Set goals for yourself and set them high, even if you think you can achieve those goals. That's when you know you set them pretty high, but continue to work to those goals. If you don't have to hit them today, you don't have to hit them tomorrow, but as long as you continue to work, you're better than you were the day before. And I would always just say believe in yourself and be confident. It's a difference between confident and cocky, you know, but be confident in yourself and in the work that you do and everything that you do. Be confident, and keep your faith, and everything, like Alvin said, everything will align, and like you said too as well, the stars will align and everything will work itself out. But nothing is going to come to you easy, and nothing is going to be handed to you, so you have to work.
You know, nothing's more meaningful and impactful to hear you both say that. There's a difference between being confident and being cocky, right? And confident also comes down to the core value of being a nice human being. And, you know, after you guys have made the NFL and you guys are still doing all the amazing things you're doing, and all three of us are on Forbes, I would probably tell you we're probably the nicest people that anyone could ever meet, right? Because we are very confident in what we're doing, but we're very nice people. And that's the way that the world should be. So I want to thank you both and let my listeners, as I always tell, kindness speaks volumes, but for you guys to be such great role models for us. You both inspire me in a way that you guys don't know, but you guys do as well. And it keeps me accountable to do things I want. So I want to thank you both for that as well. And it's been so meaningful. You know, thank you guys for Aaron and Alvin Jones. This is your boy, David Jen's Pandanomics podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Before we do that, Alvin, give us your social media handle so people can follow you, and then give us your show name for podcast so people can follow you.
So my IG is Alvino10, ALVINO 10.
10. I love it. And then your podcast, tell me the name of it.
My podcast show, The Vino and Ray Show. THEVINO, the and sign, and then a RAE show, The Vino and Ray Show. Y'all give it a listen.
I love it. It's great stuff. And Aaron, about you, go ahead and give us your social media handles.
All my social media is Showtime, SHOWTYME_33, Showtime_33.
All right.
I want to say thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
I appreciate it. So we got to figure out, we're going to say Vino or Showtime, right? So we got to figure out.
Gonna say Vino.
Showtime.
All right, gentlemen, thank you guys so much. For everyone, Pandanomics, thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys soon. And representing 915, the three of us, much love and stay safe and be smart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so one second. I'm going to take a photo of the three of us real quick. Big smile, put online. 1, 2, 3. Y'all too handsome. I'm going to show you.
I appreciate it.
I'm going to stop.